Okay, good evening, Andrew. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Professor Hassey. Hey, I turned my camera on for this class.
Good. Well, you're the only one so far in our class.
Just the two of us.
So I'm going to go over a couple of things because I'm recording this and I'll post it for people who want to watch the recording.
Okay.
Just a couple of administrative things, and then if you have any questions, I will answer them for you. First of all, this is our last class. We have two assignments due this week, the 10K paper and the final examination. Course evaluations for the class are due by next Tuesday, and then the final grades will be posted to Blackboard on next Wednesday, the 19th. That's if you complete your course evaluation, and you'll be able to get your grade on the 19th. If not, it'll be blank in your grade center, and you'll just have to wait about 5 to 10 days for the registrar to post it. Another thing that I've done this week is I've posted your class participation grade to Blackboard. The class participation grade is 10% of your grade, and basically it's a two-graded or two determined grade. Number one, your attendance in class. Even though sometimes you give me an excuse to not attend a class, and that's fine. But if you had more than 4 excuses to not attend a class, that's definitely taken into the grade of your class participation. And also, if you don't show up to class and you did not give me saying that Mr. Hassey, I will not be there tonight, that plays a little part into it too. And second, the class participation grade is, it's kind of arbitrary, but it's my own little method. It's just a grade. Part of the grade is your participation in class, asking questions, showing me on your camera, just being able to know that you're around and are participating in the class, or participating in our review sessions, participating in our office hours, participating in asking me questions during this showing me you're engaged in the class. That has something to do with it as well. So a combination of those two things, attendance in class and engagement in class, lead me to determine the class participation grade that you see in your grade center now this evening. If any of you have a problem with that grade, please feel free to let me know. But I tried to be fair. I tried to be professional. But if I never heard from you at all during our 10 weeks, if I never saw you once during our 10 weeks, if I never had any engagement with you whatsoever, except maybe our student interview we had the first part of class, that plays a part in your class participation. But fortunately, we didn't have too many students in that regard. So I think we were fair in that grade. So as I said, get those papers in this weekend, and I will do the grades and post them by Wednesday, and you can move on forward in your academic career. And it's been a pleasure to have everybody in this class. This has been a good class. I know it's been frustrating for some of you being in the remote online environment, but you know what? This is great experience for you, because guess what? I'm going to be dead and gone in the future in a couple of years. You guys are still going to be professionals in your business career. And guess what? A lot of that professionalism and a lot of that career will be having to do the internet and online and teleconferencing and telemarketing. You're going to be experiencing this a lot in the future. Trust me. After the experience of this pandemic, a lot of companies are considering going to remote management of their businesses. This is good experience for you. On your resume, you should put down, I took this class online, remotely. I engaged remotely. I posted work remotely. I communicated in teleconferencing remotely. This is a feather in your cap in the future. I know it's a pain in the neck now, but in the future, that's going to be a feather in your cap. Trust me, having experience with this. Granted, I know, and I've heard some things from students, it's a two-way street. You have to have a faculty member You have to have a staff that is also engaged in the remote atmosphere. Sometimes they're not. And when that's the case, you as a student who are paying and allocating your time to participate in this need to make your voices heard in that regard. It's a two-way street. And so hopefully this has given you some experience in managing your day, managing your academics, managing your work in this environment. It's been good experience. And I think all of you have done very well. And I know it's been tough for some of you. Some of you just don't have the resources or just don't have the technology to be up to date. And I understand that totally. And that's why we try to gift you the material the easiest way possible and the most effective way possible. So I hope you've gotten some benefit from that and some experience, and that's important. So we have one student with us this evening at the 6:10 hour. Andrew, do you have any comments, any questions, any concerns as we head in to the finishing of our accounting class?
Only one. I submitted my paper already. However, I wouldn't mind cleaning it up, the 10K paper. So are you going to grade them after Sunday, or are you going to start grading them after today?
Well, I know some people have submitted it. I'm going to start grading them tomorrow, to be honest with you. But if you feel like you want to resubmit and clean it up, go right ahead. Just send me an email like today or tomorrow saying, Professor Hassey, I'm going to repost. So I won't start grading your work. You repost it to Blackboard. You can do that. And then once you have reposted it, then I'll start grading your work. So okay. There's no problem with, you can resubmit the final examination up to midnight on Sunday. But if you do that, I'm not going to start grading the finals until Monday. So you don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to start grading some of the papers tomorrow. So if you're going to submit more work, no problem. There's no big deal about that. Just let me know so I won't grade the wrong work.
I will send you an email right after class.
That'd be great. Thank you, Andy. That's your only issue?
No, thanks for everything. It was great.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hang out here for till about the 6:30 hour.
All right.
And in case anybody else comes on. So you're welcome to stay with me, but if you've gotten satisfied with everything.
I think I should start working on the final.
Okay, yeah, you should. That'd be good. That'd be a good idea. All right, so Andrew, again, it's been a pleasure. If anything I can help you with this weekend, you let me know.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Appreciate it.
I finished the paper finally.
Good.
I turned it in. Yes. I'm still and yeah, I did what I could.
I missed part of you went off for a minute. What did you say? I missed what you said.
So what I was saying is I finished it, I did what I could. I was still confused about the papers because I was getting confused where to find the answers. Like I guess like if I was an accountant, it would be really easy for me to find the answers to the questions. Guys, guys, can you guys go upstairs? I'm talking to my teacher right now. So sorry. So yeah. Okay. It was just, I don't know, like, I guess the context of how the questions were worded, for me to find it in the 10K or the proxy statement, it was getting very, very hard for me.
Okay. Well, that's part of the assessment, is for you to sort that out and do the best you can.
Yeah, I did what I could. I just don't know, like, if the answers were properly for the question. I guess that's my concern.
Okay.
Yeah. And another thing that I found was, as I was going through the pages, I did mention the pages where I found the answers, but I went by the pages on the 10K form or the project statement. Like when I was scrolling down, then it was giving me another number. So it was very confusing too. I don't know if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. If you just put down the number on the page on the statement,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're fine.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I finished it. I turned it in. I finished the final. So I'm a little less stressed.
Good, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Well, you did fine.
Yeah.
You're a good student,
Yeah.
Cynthia.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I appreciate all your hard work, and hopefully I'll run into you down the road, okay?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I think I don't know, have you been able to grade the finals yet?
No, I won't be. I'll be grading the papers tomorrow and
Gotcha.
Saturday, and then I'll be grading the final on Monday.
Got it. Okay. I
And
did.
it,
I think
and
you'll laugh about my final.
if you
Yeah.
did your course evaluation,
I did.
Okay, I'll post all your grades by Wednesday.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I think thank you. Even though this paper was hard, I guess I'm kind of glad I did it, because maybe my career or some down the
Yes.
road, I may be part of it, or I'm gonna see it again. So at least I know what it is now.
Exactly right. That's part
Yeah.
of it. That's good. Good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad, and so there it is. So thank you, and maybe we'll see you again on
I certainly
another
hope
class.
so. And even if
Yeah.
I don't see you again in the class, you keep in touch with me. Anything you need, you let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Hasid. Yeah. So that's it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Hasid. Well, thank you so much, and you have a great weekend. Okay?
Thank you, Cynthia, and thanks for
All
coming on
right.
to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, we had 2 students attend our final class tonight, and again, this was a voluntary class, so that's no problem. I'm going to conclude this review last week number 10 session, and I'll post it to our YouTube link later on this evening. So again, it's been a pleasure serving you all this term, and please keep in touch down the road. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.